This is international boxing news, and I'm joined by the British lightweight champion Gavin Gwynne. How you doing, mate?
Yeah, all good, but all good, all good.
Perfect. So I just wanted to start. Obviously, we said a little bit off camera, but I wanted to go back to your Commonwealth title win. Obviously, quite a while ago against Sean McComb. I remember kind of going into the fight, watching all the build up and things. There was a tiny bit of kind of needle going into the fight, and then you won the fight, and especially winning it the way you did. How satisfying was that win?
Yeah, because everyone was writing me off really. Sean was a really good amateur. I think he beat world number one in the amateurs. Yeah, he had a really good pedigree, and everyone was writing me off really. Going off my losses against obviously Joe Cordina, who's world champion now, and James Tennyson, who is a massive puncher for lightweight. Um, I think they overlooked me, sort of thing, and I knew I had the beating of him. In the face off, I could even tell in the face off, we made weight and we had a little face off, and he turned away, and I thought that's 1-0 for me, but do you know what I mean? That's 1-0 for me. So I knew I was super confident, super fit going into the fight, which I always am. I'm always 100% ready, and yeah, and I won it in convincing fashion, made him quit really.
And like you said, you made him quit, especially when he turned his back as well. And I think to overlook you, like going through your record as well, you've putting it into a perspective of you only lost to a current world champion and a world title challenger who was British, Commonwealth,
Yeah,
and European champion. I think that says a lot
yeah.
about your career as
Well,
well. Then you get the British title shot fight again against Luke Willis. Kind of obviously you've come up short twice again, like you said, against Joe Cordina and Gavin Gwynne at Fight Camp. Kind of again, same question. How did that feel to finally get your hands on the British title?
yeah, it was a amazing feeling. Like ever since I turned pro, I put a post up the other day at I I think it was like 12 years ago. I held Robbie Regan's British title in one of the he was opening a gym up, and I went down to do some exhibition sparring, and I held the British title, and I thought I got to have one of these for myself one day, and that was always the desire of turning over. Um, Obviously I got bigger aspirations than that, but like that was the forefront of my dream. Like I wanted to go and win that British title before thinking about anything else. So when I finally done it against Luke Willis, it was yeah, it was a emotional night. All the years and the sacrifices they had to make, and they just made it all worthwhile that night. Yeah.
No, perfect. And were you obviously you said kind of previously kind of you've kind of been overlooked previously. Were you again the bit that like say I don't like using it, but like the B-side fighter in that? Because I remember after you won it, you kind of, as you said, you were very emotional. Kind of you said you've done your career with no big promotional backing. Did it feel a
Yeah.
bit more satisfying that you've been the B-side as well?
Yeah, like I've done my whole career. I've been the B side. I've been the one in the away corner. And I wasn't probably the favourite in that fight because Luke just beat Ryan Charlton, who was a matchroom fighter. He was signed by Tony Bellew. It was a risky fight to take, but Tony Borg, my trainer, and Lee, my manager, had full confidence in me, and I had full confidence in myself that I could go in here and beat him. Like I beat him unbeaten fighters before. I boxed for unbeaten fighters, and that's unheard of. Like in the how many fights I've only had 17 fights, and all the people I boxed, I've only had a handful of journeymen. All the rest have been 50-50 fights. So um, it was a bit satisfying in that sense as well because I've done it the hard route than just going down boxing 20 journeymen and then getting chucked in against a nobody to win a British title. I've done it the hard way, um, and to do it in that fashion as well. And I thought I won it quite comfortable in the end.
Perfect. And like you said, I think it is a testament to your career of going in with the people that you've been in with as well. And I think that's why you are a fan favorite and why everyone wants to watch you on Channel 5 on September 17th. So before we
Yeah,
get on to that though, like obviously Welsh boxing at the moment, it kind of seems to be on a bit of a resurgence. Obviously, you've got yourself, as we said, we've mentioned a few of the accomplishments that you're holding at the moment. You've got Lauren
yeah,
Price as well, Olympic
yeah,
gold
yeah,
medalist, turning over as pro. And then Joe Cordina winning his world title against Ogawa in
yeah.
spectacular fashion. I thought I was jumping off the settee when he won his world title. Do you see this point in time as kind of a turning point for Welsh boxing?
Hopefully it is. I'm I'm hoping now get a win on the 17th of September, and hopefully we can have a big show in Cardiff December time. I'm hoping, because I know the Welsh boxing fans won the big shows back in Wales. I know Joe's got a defence out in Abu Dhabi, so he's not going to be looking to get back out before Christmas probably. So um, even if we can just get a load of a load of the prospects, because there's got to be 50 prospects in Wales now that are pro and are really good talents, and you got the likes of Lauren Price, myself. We could sell out the show in the Motor Point. I know we could, and I just hope we can get big time boxing back in Cardiff, and these big shows back in Cardiff. It's a pity this show wasn't in Cardiff, but um, there was no like big telly shows around the date, so we couldn't like, with money and everything else, we couldn't. It wasn't possible. Like.
I was going to say that is a shame it's not in Cardiff, but I hope I'm sure you'll get a defence or an even bigger title in Cardiff at some point. Like you said, hopefully get a few of the other Welsh fighters like Lauren Price and Joe on the featuring on the card as
Yeah,
well. When you when
yeah,
you when you fought Joe a few years ago, I remember being in the arena for that. It was only my second ever boxing show, so it was quite nice to have this interview with you now as well. Kind of,
yeah,
did you know after you fought Cordina he could go all the way to the top?
yeah. I can remember speaking to him after, and I've sparred many world champions. Been out to a wildcard gym. I've been out to LA training camps, and I've sparred world champions. And he is probably one of the best I've been in the ring with. Technically, brilliant. Like, makes you miss by millimeters, and then he's countering you, and his footwork, his hand speed, his timing, everything is spectacular. Fair play. And I didn't think he carried that much power, but it showed in his last fight. I was ringside, and his girlfriend was in front of me, and I jumped out my seat. I was like, whoa! I couldn't believe the shot. And then I can remember shouting over to Lee, and I said, "This misses me. I get it over there, get it over there, get it in the ring, get it in the ring." But yeah, what a night that was for Joe, and like, that's Joe winning our world title is bringing big time boxing back to Wales, like, and hopefully we can get these big shows, and that's probably all thanks to Joe as well. So a big credit and shout out goes to Joe for winning our world title.
And I hope to make one of those shows in Wales. Honestly, the atmosphere, like even watching on the telly, I felt like I could feel it through the atmosphere. And don't worry, I jumped out of my seat as well when Joe landed that shot. It was incredible. And
It
then
was probably one of the best shots I've ever seen live. Like, and I've seen knockdowns in the gym and everything else, and probably one of the best shots I've ever seen. I knew it was all over as soon as he landed. I thought, that's it. He's gone. The boy was gone, and I'm sure Joe thought the exact same as well.
yeah, I feel like there was probably a little bit of nerves when Ogawa did try to get up as well. But I think as soon as he stumbled back again, it was an incredible shot. So moving back onto your fight, Gavin, on September 17th, as we
Yeah,
mentioned, live on
yeah,
Channel 5. How are you feeling about the fight against Craig Woodruff?
yeah. Feeling feeling really good. Training's gone really well. Probably been training for the past 3 months now. I've had my wedding in between.
Oh,
So I had a weekend.
congratulations.
Yeah, so I had a weekend off. I got married. Straight back in the gym on the Monday. Then I was. So I've been training since my wedding for 6 weeks now. Yeah, everything's gone perfect again. We've had all the sparring, all different types of styles of sparring. So we've catered for everything. Everything that Craig's going to bring, and I'm fully confident of doing the job on the 17th, and doing it. I want to do it in fashion as well. Like I should be beating the likes of Craig. If I can't beat the likes of Craig, I shouldn't hold the British title. Do you know what I mean?
Mm. Yeah, as we've said, like you said, obviously preparing in the right way, and kind of we've mentioned a few of the previous opponents that you've been in the ring with, but kind of does Craig Woodruff kind of bring anything in particular that you're preparing for?
No, not really. He likes to keep it long and on the outside, on the back foot. I know he won't want to have a fight inside with me. Me and Craig have sparred before, and he knows I'm too strong, I'm too fit. He can't stand there and have a toe-to-toe fight with me, because 3 or 4 rounds he's going to be gassed. He knows he can't do that, so he's going to have to keep on his bike and try and keep me off him, which I don't think he can. Like we've had to bring in like 2 or 3 different sparring partners, because after like 3 or 4 rounds, the sparring partners I brought in, they're tired, so they got to jump out, and someone fresh got to jump in with me. So that's the way we prepare. So I just honestly can't see him holding me off for more than 4 or 5 rounds. But as soon as I'm in there, I'm not letting up. And he knows I'm the champion, so he's got to try and rip them belts off me, and he can't rip the belts off me on the back foot.
Perfect. And I know, like you're saying, the way you're preparing, I think you're fully prepared for whether it be a 12-round fight, or like you said, going in there and putting on a statement, as you've said. And I know, and best of luck on a September 17th. What I was going to say,
Thank you very much.
And my final question, Gavin, kind of obviously we've gone through everything. It's a bit more away in terms of a general boxing sense. Kind of, are there any kind of up and coming fighters that we should be looking out for? Is there any fighters that kind of that you've trained with you or in the gym? Maybe some people who don't know much of. Are there any that kind of are standing out to you that you like watching?
I got one person who's really good. He's a super middleweight from my gym. The Welsh Canelo, they call him. Unbelievable fighter. Jordan Withers. He's just got to stay dedicated. He's one of them fighters. He's young, but he's got all the talent in the world. I reckon within 3 or 4 years he could be world champion. That's how good he is. Like I can remember we went out to LA sparring, and he's putting these. I think it was at the time Freddie Roach had a IBF #3 super middleweight world champion in the gym, and he was dancing around him like he was like a road novice. Like I've never seen anyone with talent like him. Unbelievable talent, and he's going to be one to watch out for sure. Yeah.
Perfect. Watch out for the Welsh Canelo. Well, Gavin, thank you very much for your time today, mate. And yeah, best of luck September 17th.
Thank you very much. Nice one.
Cheers, Gavin.